New construction in Ada isn't one subdivision. It's about a dozen builders working across the township at once. And land is the constraint here, not demand. I'll walk you through who's building, what it costs, and what's actually breaking ground. Start with why builders want to be here. Ada sits about 15 minutes east of downtown Grand Rapids, along the Thornapple River. Close enough to commute, far enough out that there are still buildable acres left. Next, the number every builder prices against. The typical Ada home is valued around $655,000 against a Kent County median of $335,000. That's why almost nothing new here gets built to a starter price point. Listing data for the Ada area shows roughly a dozen builders across dozens of communities, with new homes running from the mid-300s up past $1.4 million. In the 49301 zip code, new construction asking prices have been running near $750,000. Where you land in that spread depends almost entirely on the lot. Here's what's on the board. Eastbrook opened 2 Ada area communities, Ada Grove, on 1-acre home sites in the Forest Hills Central District, and Black Ridge, 23 lots at 2 acres and up. Covenants Reserve at Knapp Bluff adds 39 detached condominium homes. Most of the rest is custom builds on private acreage. And the biggest project is a retirement campus I'll get to shortly. Put the market they're building into on one card. The typical Ada home sits near $655,000 against a county median of $335,000. Homes go pending in roughly 3 weeks, and you're 15 minutes from downtown. Builders read those 4 numbers and price accordingly. The township is building too. Covered Bridge Park's south side finishes this summer. Work has started on a new Thornapple River pedestrian bridge. A 2.5-mile Pettis Avenue trail link ties the village into the county greenway network. And a new township hall is in design. Public money going in tends to show up in private construction a year or 2 later. Here's my honest take on buying new in Ada. You're buying the lot first and the house second. The acre, the trees, the river frontage. That's the part you can't renovate later. Now put Ada's price point next to the region's other new construction hubs. Byron Center, Caledonia, and Hudsonville are all building hard, and all 3 sit well below Ada on typical home value. Same builders in some cases, very different land cost. The largest project in the township is the Averden, Holland Homes' $215 million 18-acre retirement campus at Fulton Street and Grand River Drive, with 136 residences and a recreation center. It breaks ground in early 2027 on a roughly 2-year build. Speed matters if you're chasing a finished spec home instead of a build slot. Homes in Ada go pending in about 21 days, and completed new construction is usually first to move. If you're waiting for the open house, you're late. Before you sign a builder contract here, run this list. Confirm what the lot actually is. Acreage, wetlands, septic versus sewer. Get the allowance sheet in writing. Verify which Forest Hills boundary the parcel falls in. Price site work separately from the house. And pin down the completion date and escalation clause. Site work and allowances are where these budgets move. If you're serious about building here, do it in this order. Secure the lot, then the builder, then the plan. Buyers who fall for a floor plan first force it onto the wrong parcel. And with this little land left, that's an expensive way to learn. Between the new communities, the custom builds on acreage, the village work, and the Averden landing in 2027, Ada is building more than it has in years. If a new build here is the move, let's talk before the lot list gets shorter.